You're listening to the Culips English podcast. To download the study guide for this episode, which includes the transcript, detailed vocabulary explanations, real-world examples, and a quiz, visit our website, culips.com. CULIPS.com. Hey everybody, my name is Andrew.
And my name is Morag.
And you're listening to Culips. Hey there, Morag.
Hey, Andrew.
What's new?
I just had to eject my cat from my room because he was tearing down some of the art on my walls so that he could eat the blue sticky tack behind. So I just had to throw him out because that's not acceptable behavior.
Sounds like a cat doing cat things.
I guess, yeah. Oh, well.
Well, Morag, today we're going to do a simplified speech episode. And for all the listeners that don't know, Simplified Speech is the series where we have totally natural conversations. We use everyday English vocabulary, but the only difference is we speak just slightly slower than we do in our everyday lives. And, you know, Morag, summer is here. It's hot. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's great. And I thought, because it's summer, we could look back on our summers when we were children and reminisce, take a walk down memory lane. Does that sound okay to you?
Sounds like a great idea.
Cool. So just before we get into it, I want to remind everybody that we have a study guide for this episode, and it's available to download from our website, which is culips.com. So if you'd like to get the study guide, just head on over to culips.com and give it a download. Okay, Morag, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about your summer vacation as a kid?
The first thing would be going camping with my parents or grandparents. How about you?
Actually, that is my strongest memory as well. Going camping with my Nana, my grandma, but I called her my Nana, as some families in Canada do. Going camping with my Nana or my aunts and uncle is one of the strongest memories I have when I think of summer when I was a little kid. And then when I got a little bit older, my parents got into camping as well. And we used to go camping as a family.
That sounds lovely. I would mostly go camping with my mom and grandparents, or my dad did crazy camping. Like, he would go out into the wilderness. He circumnavigated Vancouver Island.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Circumnavigated. That's a big word. That just means to go all the way around an island, right?
Mm-hmm. It means to go by water entirely around an island. And that's
wow.
Impressive for Vancouver Island because it's huge and also open to the Pacific, so can be quite dangerous.
Absolutely. Those waters can be quite rough at times.
Yeah. He also, and some of his friends, would take us as kids not to do stuff that crazy, but on really longer kayaking trips into the wilderness, into small places and small islands off the coast of Vancouver Island. So that was pretty crazy summer camping as a kid.
Whoa, that is legit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm jealous because the camping my family did was not that cool. It was fun, but it wasn't that cool. We would just go to a campground and stay there. Nothing too special, like a provincial park, something like this.
Well, those are pretty nice, though, because usually there's a washroom and
hot
showers. Yeah. All those nice things that you definitely do not get on a small uninhabited island in the Pacific Ocean.
I'm going to throw a really Canadian word out there for you, for everyone. Portage. Did you ever portage?
I actually have never portaged, although I know many people that enjoy the activity.
And portaging, could you explain it to everybody? What is portaging?
Well, portaging is an outdoor activity that is most common in Ontario and Quebec because there's lots of smaller lakes. But portaging is where you canoe along rivers or lakes, and then when you get to the end, you pick up the canoe and you carry it to the next lake or river.
Yeah, and the reason that I said this was a really Canadian word is because when Canada was being explored by Europeans, this is how they got around through Quebec and Ontario. And I imagine it was particularly tied to explorers from France.
Yes.
Portage, I would imagine.
So, Andrew, the campgrounds that you went to with your grandparents and parents as a kid, were they the ones like the KOA or Campground of America style, where you have like a dog park and like a shop and all that sort of craziness?
Yes, I do remember staying at a KOA. Because if I'm remembering correctly, I used to go every summer with my aunt and uncle to Harrison Hot Springs, which is a hot springs near Hope, BC. It's a little bit outside of Vancouver. And yeah, we would stay at a commercial campground. And yeah, there's a little store. There was a video rental place.
Oh my gosh.
Because people had VCRs and TVs in their RV. My parents never owned an RV, unfortunately. Would have been fun. But my aunt and uncle and my nana did. So, yeah, there was a video rental store. And yeah, one of the things that I enjoyed the most about camping was the temporary friends that you'd make. There's all these kids running around the campground, and you'd make friends, and they'd be your best friends for like 3 or 4 days, and then you'd never see them again.
Oh man, that sounds like fun. I didn't get that so much because of the sort of more isolated nature of the camping. But one of my favorite things was finding all kinds of objects that I wouldn't usually, like, I remember finding a seal's jawbone and stuff like that.
Seal's jawbone?
Yeah.
Whoa. Did you keep it?
No, I don't think I was allowed to. I think that's dirty.
Probably.
But I also picked mussels for the first time camping as a kid.
Whoa.
Yeah. So lots of cool discovery.
Yeah. So it's interesting. We both did the same thing during our summers as a kid, but they took very different forms. So you roughed it. You did some real camping, and my camping was quite comfortable and relaxed. And, it's funny. I think as a kid, I probably would have preferred to do the camping that I did. But now I would prefer to do the camping that you did. So it's interesting how our perspective changes as we get older.
Yeah, I think also it probably has a lot to do with what you're used to, because, man, if I go camping now, do I enjoy having a hot shower?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Morag, I think we'll wrap it up here. In our next Simplified Speech episode, we're actually going to continue talking about camping, but a different kind of camping. And this is going to a summer camp. And this is another thing that both of us did when we were kids during our summer vacations. So everybody, please stay tuned to hear our summer camp stories in the next Simplified Speech episode. And again, I would like to remind you about our study guides. You can download them, not just for this episode, but for all of our QLIPS episodes. And they're an awesome way to study deeper with QLIPS and take your English to the next level. So if you want to get the study guides, just visit qlips.com. We're also all over the web. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. You can find us there. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, simply send us an email. Our address is contact@qlips.com. Okay, guys, we will talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Have you signed up for the QLIPS newsletter? You can receive updates on all the latest episodes, tips about learning English, and special QLIPS offers delivered directly to your inbox for free. To join, just visit qlips.com and enter your email address at the bottom of the page.